do that, I need to tell you a little about this program. How many of you have a copy of this book? You can see how beautiful it looks, right? Good. So we are looking at the Female and More Self-Esteem Program for schools, for girls. The program is actually designed only for girls, and it is sponsored by Youngstar Foundation and Ford Foundation. Now, the Female and More Gender Project is designed to increase the self-esteem of young girls like you. You know the challenges you pass through every day as a young girl. So this program is actually designed to what? Boost your self-esteem. Boost your what?
Self-esteem.
Boost your self-esteem. Yes. I know some of you already know what self-esteem is, right? And some people don't know what self-esteem is. But believe me, by the time we are done with the book, it will help you boost your self-esteem. So before I start, I'm going to introduce myself. And one thing, we're going to play a game. Whatever you feel you are, that thing you have been battling inside of you, that you want people to know or see or say about you, that is how you introduce yourself. So I'm going to introduce myself first. And we are going to do it very fast. So I am Gold Oge. What did I call myself? Gold Oge. So whatever you call yourself, if you say I'm shy, Chidima, that's what you do. Or I am what? Bold Oge. I would have said elegant Oge, but let's just leave the boldness to me. So nobody should steal my word. Are we ready, ladies? I'm going to do it first. And then I come to you, you have to give me a positive remark about yourself before you attach your name to it. Let's go. What is your name? What is your name?
Active Visuela.
Thank you.
Shy Bisola.
Wow.
Shy Esther. Adventurous Naya.
Thank you.
Crazy Kitty.
Adventurous Demilade. That's nice. What is your name? Beauty. Everybody is beautiful, right? So we'll take that. What is your name? What is your name?
Brave Deborah.
Red Deborah. That's good. What is your name? Intelligent Helen. Confident Grace.
Brilliant Aurora.
Brilliant Eldora. Great Christine.
Funny Divine.
Funny Divine. I know what I. Okay, you have to be fast. What is your name?
Shy Philip.
No, you can't tell me you're shy. That's why we have self-esteem class. Be fast, ladies. Fast, fast. Next.
Elegant Victoria.
Korea test.
Loud in your hands.
Christine Oren. Powerful Esther. Extraordinary Oma.
Eva.
Amazing Richard. Daniela.
I can't hear you.
Daniel. Ambitious. Nice Shamamba. Creative Moyo. Amazing Lily. Creative Women. Lovely. Optimistic Children.
Thank you. Thank you. A round of applause, ladies. Thank you. I like it. I like that you're confident. I like that you're building your self-esteem. So if you look at the book, you can see that we have some ladies recruiting this week. Now, this program is actually for 30 days. And I want to come once in a week to summarize what we have done. You should also know that you should have a journal, where you jot down everything you have learned and also answer questions on the ladies will be treated. So for the first week, I think I should call someone. I'll take the first character or the first amazing woman we'll be talking about, and that is Moad Chifamba. What did I call her? Moad Chifamba. So I'm going to read about her. Are we ready, ladies? Yes. I'm going to ask questions at the end. Okay. Moad was born on November 19, 1997 to a poor family in Chibuta, central Zimbabwe. Her father died died when she was just 5 years old, and her mother also passed away when she was 13 years old. They were so poor that her two brothers had to work at farm to make a living. And since that could not cover her school fees, Moan had to drop out of secondary school due to abject poverty and had no hope of returning to school. She was faced with many options, including early marriage, which was common in such rural communities. Now, are you wondering how she faced her challenges? Who is wondering how Moan faced her challenges? She lost her father, and people would have even suggested that she should get married early. But what did she do? Moan opted out for home schooling. So on her own, she decided to read and study at home. On her own, just imagine not coming to school, having no avenue of coming to school, or sitting and learning from a teacher. She had to study alone on her own. Moan had to study on her own. And what happened after she studied? Let me tell you. Listen. Moan became the youngest graduate from any university in Zimbabwe at age 18. She graduated from the university. Moan was listed 5th on the Forbes top 100 youngest powerful women in Africa. So you can see, they say she studied consistently and diligently on her own as a 13-year-old girl. Some of you are here in the hostel. At night, they'll ask you to pray. You don't pray for Jesus. You play. But this is a girl that nobody was even thought that if she was studying or not. But she was able to sit and study, got her exam, and got admission into the university at age 14. She gave admission to the university at what age? Age 14. So Moan became the youngest graduate from any university in Zimbabwe. This is what it means to take your destiny into your own hands. Ladies, I want you to say, I'll take my destiny into my own hands.
I'll take my destiny into my own hands.
Now, since you are done with one story, I'm going to ask questions, especially at the ladies at the back, they're staring at me. Now, my first question is, what aspect of the story touches you about her? What aspect of the story touches you about her? Okay. What is your name?
Creative women.
Creative women, thank you. What aspect of her story touches you?
The aspect that touches me the most is the fact that she lost her parents at a very young age in her life.
So, after losing her parents, what happened?
Since she had no parental support, if I were her, I guess she would have thought that there was no way she would recover. But she had hope, and in the end, she is one of the most amazing women in the world, and and the youngest person to gain admission to
University in Zimbabwe. Thank you, a round of applause. Thank you, ladies. You are doing amazingly well. Thank you, ladies. So I want to know, what's the first character we studied? Who is the first woman we studied just now? So we move on to Sandra Agwebo. Sandra Agwebo. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now Sandra is a motor car mechanic. Yes, she's a mechanic. Can you see her picture? She's a mechanic. You know, whenever they say mechanic, the picture that comes to your mind is a man, right? But this is a female mechanic, and she's Nigerian. Yes. It was during her secondary school days that Sandra announced that she wanted to become a car mechanic. To the shock of her family members who rejected the idea and discouraged her, because in those early days, the profession of car mechanic was then seen as men-only profession and remains so even now. However, Sandra, who believed she was inspired by God through several dreams, persisted, and her father, who had seen female mechanics in the United States of America, decided to let her go in for it. So that was how Sandra became a motor car mechanic, and she's doing well. You know, people want to patronize